European Union, or EU, compassionately assists most vulnerable in West and Central Africa. The EU has demonstrated its solidarity with the most at risk through a relief package of €175 million to the African countries of Burkina Faso, Cameroon, the Central African Republic, Chad, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, and Nigeria. The assistance will help relieve humanitarian emergencies exacerbated by COVID-19 and climate change. The funds aim to provide life-saving aid in the form of food and health care and enhance education and community readiness for crises. This much-needed support will benefit around 35.2 million people and is the continuation of efforts after more than €265 million in aid to the region from the EU in 2021. The European Union is a recipient of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, and a Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Protection, as well as a laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism and Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Unconditional World Care, and True Caring. Our heartfelt accolades, European Union, for your continuing compassion and generosity towards our resilient brothers and sisters in Africa. We pray that conditions will soon improve so all may have lives of comfort in the care of the Providence.
Researchers warn Mount Everest's highest glacier may vanish by 2050. In a newly published study, a team of international scientists estimates that due to global warming, Mount Everest's South Col Glacier, or SCG, may have lost 50% of its mass since the 1990s. Moreover, at this rapid pace of ice loss, SCG, which took almost 2,000 years to form, may disappear completely by the middle of this century. Alarmingly, the researchers find that SCG, the highest glacier on the world's highest mountain, has lost its snowpack, which has accelerated the melting process as the ice underneath is exposed to warming air temperatures, decreased humidity, and strong winds. The study's lead scientist, Dr. Paul Majewski, said, "It was a real shock to see that exposed ice surface. It's a real wake-up call." Significantly, the melting of mountain glaciers around the world could lead to more dangerous avalanches and a decreased water supply for over 1.6 billion people. Many thanks Dr. Paul Majewski and all scientists involved. May humanity urgently embrace a vegan lifestyle to cool down planet Earth in heaven's brilliance.
Holography-guided heart surgery successfully conducted in Singapore. A team of doctors from the National University Heart Center, Singapore, or NUHCS, wore holographic visors that depicted a 3-dimensional hologram image of a patient's heart and inner organ anatomy, originating from a CT scan. This technology aids doctors to conduct minimal invasive heart surgery by better planning the operation while foreseeing potential challenges, including those from trauma and bleeding, that could result during surgery. Professor Theodoros Kofidis, who is the senior consultant and head of the Department of Cardiac, Thoracic, and Vascular Surgery in NUHCS, said, "It is especially useful for patients with unusual anatomy, allowing us to get the best operative view and make the smallest cut possible. Amazing news, doctors from NUHCS, on your benevolent use of technology to create safer heart surgeries. We pray more technological advances will soon be made to lead to more lives being saved and faster surgical recoveries in celestial love."
10-meter-long ancient sea dragon person fossil found in UK. The most complete skeletal remains of a gigantic marine reptile person called an ichthyosaur ever discovered in the UK is at the Rutland Water Natural Reserve in Rutland, England. The fossil is estimated to be around 180 million years old and has been hailed as one of the greatest finds in British paleontological history. The ichthyosaur person was a type of warm-blooded, air-breathing sea inhabitant, similar to dolphin people, that grew up to 25 meters long and lived between 90 and 250 million years ago. The discovery was made by Leicestershire and Rutland Wildlife Trust Conservation Team leader Joe Davis. The successful excavation was challenging due to the fragile nature of the bones and enormous weight of the head and body sections, totaling 2.5 metric tons. What a fascinating paleontological finding, Joe Davis and Leicestershire and Rutland Wildlife Trust. We pray more ancient discoveries will be made from our planet's long and treasured history in God's radiance.
Ugandan veterinarian safeguards gorillas. Dr. Gladys Kalima-Zikusoka, founder and CEO of the nonprofit Conservation Through Public Health, was named the United Nations Environment Program's Champion of the Earth for Science and Innovation in 2021 for her 3 decades of protecting the endangered mountain gorilla people and other wildlife persons. Dr. Kalima-Zikusoka and her organization has helped improve the well-being and livelihoods of people in underprivileged East African communities in Uganda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In return, the villagers have become steadfast partners in wildlife conservation. Dr. Kalima-Zikusoka has also educated and provided training to local health workers to prevent zoonotic diseases and protect the gorilla people from human-transmitted pathogens, including COVID-19. Thanks to Dr. Kalima-Zikusoka's hard work, the mountain gorilla people's population has increased from 600 in 1996 to the current 1,063 individuals. Congratulations, Dr. Gladys Kalima-Zikusoka, on your marvelous achievements. In divine protection, may the beloved mountain gorilla people thrive evermore in a kinder world.
Korean government agency advises making vegan options mandatory for school meals. The National Human Rights Commission of Korea, or NHRC, has recommended that the Education Ministry mandate schools to provide plant-based food options for vegan children. The decision came after a community group called Civil Action for Vegetarian Meal petitioned the NHRC to act, saying that the rights of vegan students have not been protected because schools do not provide plant-based meals. In response, the NHRC affirmed that vegan children should be guaranteed a choice of suitable nutritious meals and noted that a number of education offices have already trialed providing plant-based options. Korea is a laureate of 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection and Peace. A high salute, Civil Action for Vegetarian Meal, for your vegan advocacy, and much appreciation, National Human Rights Commission of Korea, for supporting the precious Korean youngsters. May schools in Korea and across the world quickly transition to all vegan meals so that our children grow into healthy and benevolent adults in Buddha's loving upliftment.
Turtle person saved after swallowing litter. A Kemp's Ridley turtle person found on a beach in Massachusetts, USA, faced life-threatening danger after swallowing an over 2-meter-long balloon ribbon, which had passed through the reptile's entire digestive tract. The weak and suffering turtle person was taken to the New England Aquarium Sea Turtle Hospital. There, he was given fluids, antibiotics, and nutritional support to gain strength for surgery. The hospital's veterinarians, Drs. Melissa Joblin and Kathy Tuxbury, operated on the turtle person, making an incision into the intestine to remove the ribbon. Thankfully, the turtle person is on his way to a full recovery and should be released in the summer. Our appreciation, Drs. Joblin and Tuxbury, along with all loving individuals who helped in this rescue. We wish the turtle person many more healthy and happy years ahead. May humans everywhere treat the environment with respect and love, honoring the interconnectedness of all beings in the shelter of the Providence.